Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of TCG Talk, back today with another video. And in today's video we have an exciting one. At the call in Chicago, they decided to reveal the latest hero in the Hunted set, Arakni Marionette. We knew we were going to get the Assassin spoilers at some point, and they started off with a bang. So in this video we're going to talk about the hero, what it can mean for the set, some of the cards you could see the hero play, as well as just some overall thoughts and predictions and reactions. But if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoy your stay. If you're a long-staying supporter, thank you so much as always. We'll get right into it. So Arakni Marionette, again, spoiled by Brian Gottlieb, and I think Sam was also on the cast. It is a 4 intellect, 40 life Chaos Assassin hero with the Chaos trait or talent, and says your attacks with stealth that are attacking a marked hero this turn, or the marked hero, get +1, and when this hits, this gets go again. So cards like Infiltrate that normally are a 0 for 3 no go again, potentially if the hero is marked, will become a 4 instead of a 3. Sorry, I can't talk too excited. 4 instead of a 3, and if it hits, it gets go again. So it makes all those stealth attacks that are naturally below rate now become pretty much above rate if they hit. They're already like slightly above rate even without hitting, and then when they hit, they're actually really above rate. So at the beginning of your end phase, if an opponent is marked, you become a random agent of chaos and your life does not change. So this is really, really cool. The marked mechanic is like a kind of a particular mechanic to the Hunted set, similar to how Transcending was to Part the Mistveil, where mark doesn't inherently do anything, but what it will is it'll enable effects on other cards. So the Agents of Chaos, for anyone that's not aware, I'm going to show it right here. We don't know what they do yet, but we know there are at least 6 of them, as they are in this kind of promo shot that we've seen from time to time for the Hunted set. So you're basically going to be able to transform into one of these agents at random. Now, from my perspective, I think this is the first pretty solid prediction, I think, is that the agents won't be like in your inventory or in your deck, since it is a random draw. Since you become a random agent of chaos, there's just no way if you can become any one of these 6, unless you're forced to play all 6 in your deck, which they're not going to do, that they have to be in your inventory or in your deck in order to work, right? They're going to be out of the game and then come in accordingly, which I think is really, really cool. That's kind of my first prediction with that. The second one is, I think the agents, even though this, I've seen some people already talk about that the RNG effect, they don't really like it. I think that's just going to be inherent to the Chaos talent. But the one thing that's my opinion is the agents will probably have like slight altered effects on the same mechanic. So I think all the agents, for one, will have the same line of text that Arakni Marionette has, which says at the beginning of your end phase, and if opponent is marked, you become a random agent of chaos. I think every agent of chaos will have that effect, so you can keep randomly switching. And the other thing is your attacks with stealth that are attacking a marked hero this turn gets +1. I think every single agent will have some type of ability that interacts with stealth or contract or something, to where, I don't think they're going to want to make the game state to where, like, let's say 4 of these agents have a decently relevant on hit or decently relevant ability, and then 2 of them are like super, super niche. I don't think that's going to be the case, because since it's random, if you had like 2 or 3 agents that were completely niche, the hero would just be really, really bad, right? It'd be kind of a meme. And I don't think they're going to do that as like a standalone like hero in a CC set. So I see all these agents probably having abilities to where it doesn't affect exactly how you interact with your opponent specifically, other than maybe banishing something through some other way, but they might affect like how you interact with your own deck. Maybe one agent gives stealth attacks overpower, I'm just saying something random, and then one agent gives stealth attacks another ability, and then one agent gives reactions a different ability, whatever the case may be. So it'll change how you play your deck, but not necessarily like, it won't be like the Figments, where like Figment of Judgment affects things in Banish, and Figment of, it affects your opponent more so than it's going to affect your own kit. That's my opinion. So I think they'll all have the same bottom text as Marionette, so you can continue to switch as you go to your end phase and opponent is marked. But I also think they'll all have kind of slightly altering effects that aren't niche or useless. That's just my opinion. Another thing that's really cool is I think Payday now becomes a lot more playable, especially if we get more cards that have stealth and contract on them. I don't have it here on the slideshow, but we have seen cards already spoiled for the Hunted to have both a stealth and contract. And if you're able to give stealth go again, like with Arakni Marionette, or even like Arakni Slip Through the Cracks above me, paydays can become a lot more playable, because if you complete that contract, especially if those contracts become a little bit more relevant than what we've seen in the set so far, you will see a playable payday card, which I think is really, really good for the assassin class. And then the last thing I think that's sad, and this is more of like just my idea, this is not confirmed by any means, but I think contract as a main archetype is kind of dead in assassin now. I was hoping that they would like go into this set and have a stealth hero and then a contract hero for assassin, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think stealth is always going to be the like premier archetype, similar to what Brian Gottlieb said in the interview that we did on the channel way back when. Is stealth is kind of like the unifying mechanic for assassin. I do think that they will try to incorporate elements of contract to help buff certain things and raise certain things, similar to the contracts getting go again on stealth in order to make payday playable, things of that nature. But I think contract as a main archetype is kind of dead, because if, let's just say, all the agents of chaos kind of play into the stealth mechanic in one way or another, or contribute towards the stealth mechanic, then you're not going to be incentivized to run contract cards. It's going to hurt you, right? So let's see how that happens. I could be completely wrong. We could get one or two of these agents that completely cares about contract cards, and then you have to maybe build your deck in a hybrid fashion just in case you RNG roll into that contract kind of ability. So that's kind of how that is. The other thing I think that this agent or this hero shows is that talents will be separate, will separate the assassin archetype, so to speak. Because I think, if they make everything generic assassin in this set, especially the good cards, I think that just makes new like broken, right? Like if we get two Majestics that are stealths that are just assassin and they're really, really good and they're kind of more unifying across all assassins, that just makes new even more broke. Now they could do that. LSS has made stuff powerful in the past before, but I do think that we'll see kind of a differentiation in, power cards, whereas new has, access to really, really good cheat cards, things of that nature, whereas this will have really access, and she has really good access to hiss and venomous bite because she's mystic. I think a lot of the powerful chaos card or assassin cards will be tied to the chaos. We do get some buffs though, even with this hero, with persuasive prognosis and bonds of agony, because if a hero is marked and you play persuasive prognosis, it comes in for 2 on hit go again, right? Creates a lot more urgency for people to block it, similar to how New has access to her Beckoning Mistblade. So I think that's really cool. But let me know what your thoughts are down below. I'm super excited. This doesn't show us a whole lot. We need to see what these agents do, and we will see December 17th. I think they have one more spoiler coming for the call in Chicago, and then we just got to wait till the 17th when they do the countdown to chaos and actually show what these agents do. But I'm super excited. I can't wait to get these all in Marvel. Sad Arakni Huntsman wasn't like my other kind of tinfoil hat theory was this was an Arakni Huntsman reprint, and we were just going to get Arakni Huntsman with like the chaos added onto it, and they kind of did do that. I just thought it'd be more direct reprint, so I was wrong on that one for sure. So I could be wrong on these predictions today, but this is just first reactions, just kind of where my head went originally. But you gotta admit, the artwork is absolutely sick on this. Like for me, I don't even know what I would pick here as far as like my favorite one. Orb Weaver has a sick look to it. The Tarantula one is absolutely nuts. I know Brian Gottlieb called out Red as being one that he liked. I know Reagan loves the Black Widow, Arakni Black Widow one. So we'll have to see. They all have different, looks like kind of, I'm assuming their effects are going to play into how they look and what their feel is. Like I know that Orb Weaver, I think like Orb Cast cares about non-attacks, so maybe it has something to do with that. We have Arakni Trapdoor, right? Maybe there's something to do with like reactions or traps or something like that. Who knows, right? It could be really cool if they like actually expand the assassin class and do some different things with it. So I'm super excited for that. But yeah, let me know what your comments are down below. Are you excited for this new assassin? I think if anything, the artwork is absolutely sick, and I'm really excited to see what they do with the class. And they're expanding the assassin class and giving it different archetypes, which I think is really, really cool. Assassin kind of got the illusionist treatment with all these cool marvels. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. We will have more videos here in the near future. I can't wait for the Countdown to Chaos. We'll be doing a lot of videos based off that, be giving y'all deck techs, key cards to play, things like that, as I know more about the set, because even I don't know anything. We also got a spoiler card. I didn't mention that. It comes out in January. It's like January 16th. So I'll be making the video for that. Super good one. Really excited about the card. The card's really cool. And yeah, thank y'all so much. Hopefully y'all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see y'all next time on TCG Talk.